It is almost Pesach. Very, very shortly, it will be Pesach. Very exciting. And I hope wherever you are in your Pesach prep, whether you are not even watching this because you are very, very busy and you're going to catch up with us later, or whether you're taking a quick break just to pray a little, maybe say the prayer in place of the Mourner's Kaddish, or maybe you are just winging it this year, because if there was ever a year to wing it, it would be this particular year for sure. So I am happy to be the one to bring you in to Pesach. And with that, if you are following along in the Sim Shalom, please turn to page 138 for the Shema. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Continue silently. The following paragraphs, Hebrew, English, whatever you'd like. If you're following along on the Sim Shalom pages, you can turn now to page 140 as we say the words of the Hashkivenu. The Hashkivenu is a prayer we say every night. It's always after the Shema. We don't say it in the morning time after we do the morning Shema. We only do it after the evening Shema, because it's the time when we are very acutely aware. And back in the ancient times, you would have been aware because you would have been going home from praying with other people, and you'd be worried about whatever's out there on the way home. Maybe there'd be wild animals or robbers or something. And nowadays, we're not really worried about wild animals, and we're not really so worried about robbers, perhaps, and really not worried at all about who's going to attack us on the way home because we're staying in our homes all day. But it doesn't mean we don't have things that we're anxious about, things that we're worried about. I think a lot of us are worrying about a lot of things right now. So maybe in the same way that during the Hashkivenu, we ask God to protect us from all the things that are out there that seek to do us harm, maybe we can also use our Seder tonight and or tomorrow night as a way to take that breath and just say thank you and to say help and to just breathe. So we'll say the words of the Hashkivenu, which is on page 140 if you're following along, together in the English, and then I will say the last line in the Hebrew. Help us, our Father, to lie down in peace and awaken us to life again, our King. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. You, O God, guard us and deliver us. You are a gracious and merciful King. Guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Praised are you, Lord, eternal guardian of your people Israel. We turn now to page 142 for the silent Amidah. It's the Amidah that you say completely to yourself. In the morning time when you do the Amidah, if we were in a group, we would say at least part of it out loud. And in the afternoon, in Mincha, you also say part of it out loud at least. But in the evening, no matter whether you are by yourself or you're with a group, you always say it silently to yourself. So this is the time we take 3 steps back, 3 steps forward, and we enter very intentionally into a space with God. And then you can say the words on the page. It's always a good idea. And you can say the words that are in your heart, or you can say both. So that would be page 142 through 148 if you are following along in the Sim Shalom. If you are still saying the words of your Amidah, please feel free to continue. And the rest of us, please join me in Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom bimrumav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru amen. Yaseh shalom shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. May the one who makes peace in the heavens please bring peace to those of us here on earth. And let us all say, Amen. If you had any anxiety when you're saying your Amidah, am I doing the right one? Because it's Pesach and lots of things change in the Amidah during Pesach. And if it's Chag, then it's a holiday and there's a whole different, you don't have to worry because it's not even close really to candle lighting time right now. So it is technically just a regular old weekday, even though it feels very much like Pesach right now. It's still barely for another hour and a half or so, still just a regular weekday. So no worries, regular Amidah was totally fine. We turn now to the Avinu Malkeinu, which is unusual. And as you know, from having hopefully listened to these, maybe listened to many of these throughout the past couple of weeks, is Avinu Malkeinu is not something we normally do, but we do say it in times of great distress. And that is certainly a time like this when we are appealing to God as our parent and as our ruler to be with us and to help us and to save us and to guide us and to comfort us. So we say the words of Avinu Malkeinu silently, and then together we'll do the lines of Avinu Malkeinu that are on fast days, and we'll end with a line that a lot of people know from high holidays. Avinu Malkeinu chatanu lefanecha, Avinu Malkeinu ein lanu melech eliata. Avinu Malkeinu zochreinu l'chaim tovim. Avinu Malkeinu zochreinu l'geulas Yeshua. Avinu Malkeinu zochreinu l'parnasa v'chalkala. Avinu Malkeinu zochreinu l'zichuyot. Avinu Malkeinu zochreinu l'sicha l'mechila. Avinu Malkeinu barech aleinu shana tova. Avinu Malkeinu, remember us with happiness. Avinu Malkeinu, remember us with deliverance. Avinu Malkeinu, remember us with prosperity. Avinu Malkeinu, remember us with merit. Avinu Malkeinu, remember us with forgiveness. Avinu Malkeinu, bless us with a good year. Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu V'Hanenu. Avinu Malkeinu, Chanenu V'Hanenu. Ki ein banu ma'asim, ma'aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed. Aseh imanu, tzedakah v'chesed, v'hoshienu. Avinu Malkeinu, answer us as though we have done no deeds to plead our cause. Save us with mercy and with loving kindness. And we can all say to that, Amen. We now come to the part of the service where we say the prayer in place of the mourner's Kaddish, as we do not have a minyan altogether of people on Zoom to say Amen at all the requisite parts and to hear each other saying Amen at all the requisite parts. We can't say the words of the traditional mourner's Kaddish, which is one of but a few ways to fulfill one's obligation to say mourner's Kaddish. So there actually are other ways to do it. But this is what we have in place of saying the mourner's Kaddish. So if you are currently in mourning, or if you are observing at a yard site, feel free to say the name when I pause of the person that you were thinking of in your relationship to them. And tonight we remember specifically those who's passed on the 14th of Nisan, which is today during the day, Wednesday, and on the 15th of Nisan, which is the yard sites for tonight. So the names of those we were thinking of specifically right now, deaths that occurred on the 14th of Nisan and the 15th of Nisan, are Anna Feldman, Anna Grinberg, Alvin Sidney Kartis, Sissy Keener, Nancy Moretsky, Abraham Isaac Nager, Salvador Purchase, Mark Stewart Sass, Jaime Schnitzer, Tilly Wishnow, Sedella Brenner, MD, Hal Stephen Fallis, Harry Friedman, Gertrude Kaplan Grossman, Abraham Halpin, Sam Levine, Miriam Melnick, Sophia Rosenberg, Irene Esther Rubin, Lubis Septimus, Gloria Silber, Silly Batchnik Soloshatz, Clara Starr, Dave Tartikoff. So again, if you are in mourning currently, or if you are observing a yard site, please say with me the prayer in place of the mourner's Kaddish. Ribono shel olam, Elohei haruchot lechol basar, Master of the world, God of the spirit of all flesh, it is revealed and known before you that it is my fervent desire to praise your name and to remember and honor my beloved. By reciting the mourner's Kaddish in the company of a minyan, those circumstances prevent me from doing so. May my yearning and prayers find favor in your eyes and be accepted and received before you as if I had prayed that Kaddish. May you grant hope and healing to all who suffer, and may we soon be able to once again safely gather in holiness and joy. May your name, Adonai, be elevated and sanctified everywhere on earth, and may peace reign everywhere. Oseh shalom b'mermav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru. Amen. May all of our loved ones' memories be for a blessing. I leave you now to your Seder, and whether your Seder is going to be you and everyone in your house and you're going to make a best go of it, or you're going to Zoom or Skype or FaceTime or Duo or whatever you use to connect to others, or whether you are going to be sitting at your table with yourself and your Haggadah, or whether you're going to be joining Rabbi Morgen and his family on Zoom and lots of our congregants. Or if you have a family with small children and you want to join me and my family tomorrow at 5. Rabbi Morgan's is at 6:30, so you should probably get online with him after I'm done. Mine's at 5 tomorrow because it's families. But no matter what you are doing for Pesach, nor what you're doing for your Seder, I'm sorry it's not going to be the Seder that you were imagining a couple months ago. And I'm sorry that we all have so much anxiety that we have to deal with right now. And my prayer for you to God is that you stay healthy, that you stay with a sense of wholeness, with a sense of peace, and that we all may be, Shana Haba B'Yerushalayim, may we all next year be in a state of redemption, in a state of wholeness and completeness and health and happiness, all of us and all of us that we love, all of those who we love. Chag Sameach, have a wonderful Pesach and a good evening. And tomorrow morning you can join us in the Freeman Levitt for a morning service for Pesach.